Good day, everyone. I'm Oliver Amer from Group 3. We're discussing the Therapeutic Community Modalities Program.
Therapeutic Community Modality Program. The Therapeutic Community Modality is a self-help social learning treatment model used for clients with problem of drug abuse and other behavioral problems such as alcoholism, stealing, and other antisocial tendencies. As a treatment model, it includes four categories, namely behavior management, intellectual spiritual aspect, emotional and social aspect, and vocational survival aspect. Tcmp in the BGMP. Background. In the BGMP, Therapeutic Community Modality Program was introduced in 1998 when a group of personnel underwent a 6-week live-in training under the DATOP International Trainers sponsored by the U.S. State Department. From then on, a number of BJMP personnel were trained by the DATOP trainers, namely Aloysius Joseph, Frederick Luke, Jimmy Curtis, and Fernando Perfas. The program was initially implemented in selected jails in the National Capital Region. The TCMT training was cascaded to a significant number of PGMP personnel. The Jail National Training Institute likewise incorporated the TCMP into its program of instruction for BJMP personnel undergoing mandatory training. Despite this significant number of trainees, training conducted sustaining the TCMP in the jail remained a challenge. There is also prevailing issue of development versus security. The wardens were adamant about implementing the program for fear of security laxity due to the increased mobility of inmates during activities. The low ratio of jail personnel to inmates has caused such alarm. Despite this, some jail continue to implement the TCMP, but the activities are most centered on the morning meeting. The TC of staff are regularly rotated to other jail as a part of BJMP rules, thus leaving a vacuum from the prospective jail if not properly relieved by another TC trained staff. This lack of programs, constancy, and consistency makes it difficult for the program to thrive. Despite their TC training, TC staff generally feels inept in the handling the program. On this assessment of the existing TCMP in the certain jails, some modifications were introduced which tends to deviate from the core essence of the program. Hence, this TCMP manual has been crafted. Due to the large number of jails nationwide and the huge budgetary requirements needed to train all the prospective TC staff, the DIWD came up with a program decentralizing the training activities to minimize manpower and resources. Every region was required to identify and establish a regional model TC jail which will be developed by a regional core group of TC trainers. The regional model TC jail will then serve as a training center for the prospective TC staff for the prospective regions. This is an effective way of reaching even the rural jails to implement TCMP on a national scale. In November 2012, the BGMP National TC Technical Working Group initiated the crafting of the BGMP TCMP Operational Manual which will serve as reference for a standard and uniform TC implementation and training of personnel and inmates. Objective: to introduce and institutionalize TCMP as the backbone program of the BGMP for inmates development. To provide the jail TCMP implementers with a manual that will serve as a guide in the proper implementations of the program. To attain uniformity and standardization in the implementation of TCMP and ensure its fidelity to the core essence of the program. These are the some example of activity that help our inmates. Nakikita niyo sa larawan na Nagba-Bible study sila tsaka may mga palaro upang makatulong sa kanila sa pagbabago nila. And yun lang po ang report namin. Thank you po ma'am. Ako po nga po pala si Amer, the Amer brother, out. Thank you.